Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra, exclusively on SNY.TV. Monday night, the Mets came to Philadelphia for their first road game of the season, and they beat the Phillies 7-2. Matt Harvey made his second start of the year. Maybe not quite as dominant as the first one, but he was awfully good.
Well, I think what he did great was, he only had 2 innings where he went 1, 2, 3, walked the leadoff hitter of the game, but he ended it with a strikeout. He had at least 1 strike on every single inning, but even more importantly, when you come into Philadelphia, you got to beat the middle of that lineup, and there are 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters were 1 for 11 today, and that's where he won the game.
Early in the bullpen, it was kind of sporadic and definitely different from my last start, where I was a lot of fastballs throughout the whole game and was able to locate it pretty well. But today I really had to mix in a lot of everything, and fortunately the slider was working good tonight, and threw it in some good counts, was able to throw it for a strike when I needed to, and was able to bounce it when I needed to.
When he needed to make a pitch with an off-speed pitch, he had his slider that was working for him, because he just couldn't locate his fastball early in the game and throughout the game pretty much. He looked up, there was a lot of ball 1 counts, and that's one of the best pitches in the best pitch in baseball, strike 1. So he had to battle back, and but he hung in there.
Strong resemblance of Zach Greinke, to be honest with you. The electric fastball. The good hard 2-seamer that sinks away with a great changeup, obviously good curveball and slider to go along with it. I mean, that's 4 plus pitches, and it gives you a lot of weapons to call a game with.
7 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts for Harvey, and on the offensive side, a 3-run homer from John Buck off Roy Halladay in the second inning gave the Mets all they would need.
John Buck's 3rd home run of the year. He's off to a red-hot start. He's got 12 RBI on the season.
It's kind of happened real quick because I've just been trying to stay within myself, take what I'm given, and literally trying to do that day in and day out. I know you've heard me say it, but that's all I'm trying to do, and I'm getting good pitches to hit, and the outcome's been exactly what I wanted.
He's done a tremendous job for us offensively. Just as we're waiting to get Ike going, he's absolutely picked up the slack, and you've got to have that. You've got to have somebody that's that does it until your big guys get swinging like they know and like they can. And John Buck has come through with, huge RBIs for us every night so far.
Daniel Murphy got a couple hits, scored twice, 2 extra base hits, 2 doubles. Tejada got a big bases loaded 2-out single that broke the game wide open in the 5th inning.
He threw me a couple breaking balls, so I'm going to see it in my fastball every time. He makes a couple pitches, and in 3-2 count, he don't want to throw again one more breaking ball, so I'm waiting for my fastball.
He had a bad spring offensively, but we all knew what he can do, and that's why you had to turn your head a little bit. You had to keep the blinders on and not pay attention to what spring training was about, because this guy is all about quality at bats. That's what been his trademark since he's been in the big leagues, and he's continued to do it. And he works the counts, and that the base hit off Durbin was probably as big as any.
But tonight's story is all Harvey.
So the Mets go to 5-2 on the season. Game 2 of this series on Tuesday night. Dylan G against Cliff Lee. 6 o'clock our coverage on SNY begins with Cadillac first pitch. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.